very good morning to you. I hope you are well. Thank you to Catherine and Laura for the previous hour. What a lovely way to start the day. Well, it continues here at the craft store. We've got the one-day special for you. If you are new to the craft store, our one-day special is launched at 6 p.m. every single day, and it's a discounted price, but only for 24 hours, or should I say, more importantly, whilst the stocks last, because we had a very, very busy launch last night. I say we, I wasn't there. But oh, Johnny boy, the boy next door was definitely there, John. How are you?
I'm good. I'm full of the joys of spring. It's really bright for once.
Oh, how lovely.
I'm a morning person.
Are you?
Don't ask me at 9 o'clock at night, I'm dead. But first thing in the morning, I'm great.
Well, I'll tell you something. Venus was very bright this morning in the sky. Yes, very. And as we're heading towards Valentine's Day, it's quite apt, really. And on Valentine's Day, we make cards for people. Cards making is what we're all about. You see, I brought it all the way back, didn't I? Your one-day special, the details are on the screen right there. How much of the stock has gone? 60% of the stock already gone, and it was a huge stock to begin with. Anticipation that we were going to be busy for that, but 60% of the stock already gone. Now, you can save £5 on this deal whilst we've got the stock, but you can divide it into two payments of £23.98, which is a great way to buy. It means you can get everything delivered to you. You don't have to wait for any additional items to come to you. The whole collection right there for you. 385713 is your item number. John, let's talk about the dies we get in the collection, because these are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? I
love these. I say that every time, and people must get sick of me hearing it, but I genuinely do. And what I've tried to do with this collection is almost, it's a little bit of a kickstart perhaps into the John next door if you've not used it before.
Okay. And
it's all items that will work with everything we've done before and everything coming this year.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit of like a foundation and addition. Ooh. But it's designed so you could just have this and make, I mean, as you can see, hundreds of cards.
Yes,
yeah, we've got so many
lots of samples to show you, but this is the concept that we've got here.
It is. So this is the Canard edges, named after Mrs. Duck.
Lovely.
Has been asking me for 2 years to do edges, and so she's Ange Canard, as that's French for duck.
Oh, lovely.
So they are the Canard edges. There's always a reason for the name. But if you'll notice that the way is, if you look at the wave on this, can you actually see it's not a computer wave? Does that make sense?
In what way?
It's not a smooth curve.
No.
I hand drew it.
You can see that, yeah, just going up there, because it goes slightly in and then comes slightly out, so it's not equal.
No,
as it goes, but that's
it's not a yin and yang.
No.
It's like how I wanted a curve to go. I wanted it to be that handmade look. I don't want it to be all smooth and computerised.
Yeah.
So we started with the one actually that's at the bottom with the dots on it.
Okay.
Because I was asked to do, when you do really fancy sort of edges, and loads of companies have done them, I'm not reinventing the wheel, but usually if I wanted that look, I'd have to use 3 dies, one for the cut, and then one for the dots, and then one for the top dots. I've put all those into one die, so that is the piece. Each one of these squares is cutting just one die in the set.
Okay.
So you've got no waste, but you've got all that detail on.
I really like that.
And then if you go up, you've got the single line on its own at the top if you want a matten layer behind that.
Good idea.
You move on and then you've got the one with the dots. So you've got like a scallop cloud waist.
Yes.
Then you've got the dots, go down, go to the side. That's the matten layer for it.
Got you.
Or on its own. But you see you've got 2 of those.
Yep.
Because they're hand drawn, they're not the same. If you look at one of them, the top one, it's got a deeper curve in the bottom bit.
Got you.
And that's a smoother. So each one is a hand-drawn curve.
I think they're fantastic.
So they fit together, but they'll be individual, and they'll give you just... It's not that computer done.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know what I mean, and I probably can't express it, but...
It's hand-drawn, it's organic, it's fantastic. Do you know what? I was also looking, if you pop them that way as well, there's lots of different designs you can do with these.
And they will all extend.
Will they?
So you can extend them on. They're all at 5 inches long, but you can extend them on and keep that curve going.
Can I show this sample here whilst we've got these? Because, yes, you can use them to edge your cards, but that is a really cool design there.
It is. This is by Hazel, and she actually said to me, this is using the scraps left over from making the rest of them.
Really?
And she thought, what would it look like if I stitched through the holes? So she's hand-stitched through the holes.
Wow, look at that.
But she's just put it together with some beautiful peel-offs. and she's added them all on. And I just thought, that's so crazy. But you see what you mean about organic. It's not got an even space between it.
Love that. Incredible. Now, alongside the dies that you're getting, you're also getting this fabulous Celebratory Collection. I had to think then how to pronounce that. But I love this because you've got the bottle, you've got the different glasses as well. And the different... Are these to go inside here?
Those will go inside or cut out, because you see the glass has sort of got a black section of it.
Is it half full or half empty?
It's half full or half empty, or as I always say, the glass is there, and as long as there's something in it, I'm okay.
Brilliant.
But it's allow you to do different layers and build up different layers in there. You've got the labels there, so you've got 2 labels.
Yep.
But as I think Richard said last night, they look like tumblers, so you could use them as tumblers.
Yep, you can.
But you've got the words wine and time, but you've also got the vine leaves, the grapes. And can you see the vine leaf there with like a grape hanging off it that looks a bit weird at the top? Yes. So you've got like a there. But if you look at the grape leaves, they will stick exactly on top of that, so it looks like you've got a bunch of grapes with leaves behind.
Oh, I
if you
like
cut in 2
that.
colours. But I'll be showing you that hopefully in the second demo this hour.
Sorry, I'm just going to pop that one in there. There you go. So you can see you've got the wine and the time. If you've got time for the wine, do drink responsibly. That's how it could look. And then there's still more. We're still going in this collection, and we are busy. Just to let you know this morning, you're up bright and early, which is absolutely fantastic. Now let's have a look at the flowers,
Yeah,
John.
I love my flowers, and I try to make each time different. So this is the Anemone. And this again is a 3-petal flower, but you get 2 of each size on the plate. So put them together and you can get 4 flowers just from an A6 piece of card. And if you look at the little lines in there are not score lines, they're not ink lines, they're cut lines.
Okay.
Which means that it's so easy to shape. You don't have to get a ball tool.
Got
you can just fold them up, fold them down,
because it's already manipulated.
Because it's already manipulated. Yeah. The strength of the card has been broken. Which, you know, when you go on the back of a flower die with a ball tool, what you're doing is breaking the fibres in the card.
Got you.
That's already been done for you. But these are some samples made for me by Helen. And she loves making her flowers. I said, can you just send me a few different versions?
Wow,
I've still got about 10 bags of these.
These are fabulous,
These are
aren't they?
all the ones I could fit on the board, but all from one flower in just one colour. You start to look at, say, that, how different does that look?
Yeah, it's alive, it's jumping.
And there is a video online on YouTube already showing you how to make both that card and that flower. Oh,
do you know what? This is such a fabulous collection. It really is. Something very, very different for you to get your crafty teeth into. £47.96. You can, of course, pay via PayPal if you want to. You can divide the cost over 2 payments. But there's more. There is more. When you purchase this and you place it in your basket and everything is done and dusted and you're all happy, you will get a code. What is the code for, John?
Well, you actually get a download, and that will give you these 2 exclusive artworks of the bottles.
Right, let me pick these up.
To be honest, what happened was Art Angel sent us this card.
Right, let me show you this.
And I just went, wow, that is beautiful. 10 green bottles hanging on the wall.
I love that. Look
at that.
And
I thought, I don't have the skill to colour the bottles like that.
They are brilliant.
So Jane and I talked about it, and on Monday last week, so a week ago, I rang Art Angel and said, would you mind colouring a few bottles for us? And we can make it available to craft store customers as a free download to cut out to match the die.
Isn't that fantastic?
So you're getting 2 sheets, so you're getting 16 different bottles, all hand-drawn by Art Angel. So you've got another one behind there. I do indeed. There you go. Okay. So you've basically got pale, but she did it. So you've got wine, beer, potions, whatever. Yeah. And the idea was that you can do... You don't have to be the skilled. She's taken it out of it for you. These are absolutely fantastic, and of course you get these with your purchase. Look at that. Even having something like that on your wall is a piece of artwork, isn't it? Maybe in your kitchen or something like that. What a fantastic deal. We are getting very, very busy this morning. Now, we do have a happy hour deal as well. You might want to add this to your basket because we're already busy, but if you're going for this alongside your one-day special, you can divide the cost of your happy hour into 2 payments. Your happy hour, the price is going back up at 9 o'clock today. It's better than half price. Are you ready to see it? You have got 2 sets of die, your Deco Butterfly Collection. These are absolutely gorgeous, and I've got a board here to show you exactly what you're getting in that happy hour deal. These are beautiful, John. I love these.
Aren't they lovely?
They're really nice. They'll work so well with this collection. And we've been lucky enough to be able to, Peter's agreed to let me bring it as a happy hour price for anyone that sort of missed out. So you've got a solid and a detailed butterfly for each, and then you've got the butterfly frame, and there is a solid butterfly included in that, which will go behind that, so you can get that real theme as well.
Oh, I love that.
So there's so much in that set, it's crazy.
And do you know what? A card like this is great for birthdays, for Mother's Day, for christenings, for weddings. You name it, you can use a butterfly on any card, and it just speaks volumes. It really, really does. That's your happy hour deal. 868981 is your item number. Head to the website to have a look for that and so much more that we've got on the show today. Remember, anything that you're buying when you're going for the one-day special, you can divide into 2 payments. It's a great way to buy, but of course if you want to pay via PayPal, you're more than welcome to do so. Any questions as per usual? Anything you want to show John that you've made from previous shows, just to show people how creative you can be with the John Next Door products, then please do email in. It is studio@thecraftstore.com. Now we do have those beautiful stamens on the show as well that you might want to consider going for alongside your one-day special, because they do add that finishing touch to your flowers. So go and check those out, because we've got some great prices on those for you, as well as the beautiful linen cardstock, which is absolutely gorgeous. Let me just show you this. This one has the stamens in that we have available for you. Wanted to show this one for Mother's Day. When is Mother's Day this year?
I don't even know
23rd of March?
Sam's birth date. I keep getting shouted at for that, so I have no idea when Mother's Day is.
27th of March is Mother's Day. So, yeah, these will make some beautiful cards for that. Right, let's go over to John. What we're looking at first, John?
OK, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something relatively simple to start with, using the Canard edges. And this is something that... It's a style of card that I've seen around, you know, on Pinterest and Facebook and all these things loads of times. And I know most people at home will go, when I say, I wasn't sure how to make it, they'll go, it's easy, you should have done, but I didn't.
OK.
And it's one of the reasons that I did the edges in the way that I did, and I wanted to do it. Because have you seen it where you've got, like, you've basically got a larger card. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to get the result of.
Oh, that's nice.
But can you see, if I hold that one up, can you see how you've got that embossed?
They remind me of clouds as well.
The pattern continues down. And I've always looked at cards like that and thought, how have they achieved that?
Actually, so you've got the embossed at the top, the embossed at the... So that's gone through the embossing folder?
Yeah. But the pattern continues down.
I don't get that.
Evenly. And it really messed with my head.
Wow.
And so when I was designing these, I thought, finally, I'll be able to do that.
OK.
So what I've done is I'm aiming for a 7x5 card.
Right.
So I've cut a square of card to 5x5.
OK.
Yep. And because I'm cheap, and obviously I'm not going to pay for the card in the gap. And because the die does both sides, I'm not having to waste any.
Got you, got you.
So I'm just going to tape that in the middle. So I've gone roughly sort of 2/3 and a third, wherever you want. And it's literally just a case of cutting it. So I'm just going to run that through. And these dies, if you notice, did you see that I put it lengthways?
Yeah.
And I always tell you, when you're cutting a die, I mean, I'm using my Kaleido, so I'm not worried, but I always tell you when I'm cutting a die, you know, it must go that way because of the sleeping policeman.
Oh, yeah.
But these have been done so well, everything's been cut across on that edge. So if I peel that out, I don't want to... Can you see there? Everything's cut.
Wow.
Even across, because that's the quality of the dies that we have made. So I just need to pop the little dots out first. You must make sure they're all clear. But can you see, this is a 5-inch wide piece of card. The die is designed to cut 5-inch, but I made sure it isn't released.
Got you.
Yeah? Because it just needs releasing a little bit, and that is how we do the trick.
Now, John, that's a beautiful piece of card there, but if you want some coloured card stock, we have got some for you. Great for making your flowers. We are extremely busy for this. It sold out last night. It's back on extended, £16.99, dispatching on the 14th of February, so I know you're going to love it. And there's 50 sheets there. You have got your beautiful violets in there and your peach colours and your purples. How much of the stock has gone? Oh, it's limited stock, everyone. OK. Here's your chance to pop it in your basket, divide the cost into 2 if you're going for your one-day special. I'd probably multi-buy if I was you guys, because you're getting 50 sheets in total. That is beautiful, beautiful cardstock for you. 109444 is your telephone number, is your item number.
I love the linen card, but 4 of those 5 colours are actually brand new and only came in the country on Friday.
They're lovely.
So
absolutely
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So here I've got the white. What I've done is then, So it's held and attached, and all I'm going to do is I'm using a larger embossing folder. This is one of the press cut embossing folders. I think we've got these on the website. This is the braided vines or braided lines. And literally, I'm just going to emboss it. That's it.
Okay. Because
it stays attached, I'm not having to try and keep 2 pieces in the folder.
Got you.
Does that make sense now?
It does.
I love this. That was a little bit loose. So I'm just going to add in my metal shim. This is what I love about a manual machine.
Do you need that resist then? You know when you're sending it through the machine, anyone's new to die cutting, we're aware we've got new crafters all the time. Do you need a little bit of a resist?
You do. If you look, when I turn the handle, so you can see there, look.
Got you.
It's coming back. When I get to bite, it wants to spin back.
Got
you want that resistance because that means you're getting the pressure. It's like if you run something through a mangle and you can't strain when you're turning the handle, you're not going to be getting any water out, are you? And that's all
these are. Cracking noise, don't you?
Perfect. Nothing wrong.
I did have someone come up to me once at a show when I was new to the craft store. I'd not been working here very long, and they said, "Oh, I don't know what's wrong with my die cutting machine." And I said, "Why?" I said, "Well, it keeps making a large crack every time I use it."
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's okay. When I got my first ever die cutting machine, my other half bought it me for Christmas, and of course, because the die bit into the plate, he thought it was completely wrong.
Oh no!
And there was something wrong with the machine.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
And neither of us knew that. So I cut a piece of self-healing cutting mat and replaced that with it.
Right.
Because I thought there's got to be something wrong, but I still want to use it.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to realise. But you see now, we've got that embossed panel all the way.
Wow, I love that. Do you know what? We're over 60% gone now of the one-day special. We're getting really, really busy. I do need to tell you, we've got some queues on the phones, but don't worry, the girls and guys in the call centre are getting through your call. It's a local number as well. But the best way to order, if you've got access to the internet, thecraftstore.com, go to the website and then make your order. It's really, really easy to navigate through our brand new website and also to make the decision to buy, because all you have to do is select what you want. You can see here, add to basket, add to basket, add to basket, and then you can go and check out. So that's the quickest way to do it, because you won't be waiting on the telephone. So if you are on the phone, we will get to you though, but we're busy. We're over 60% of the stock gone, John.
Right, oh brilliant. So all I need to do now is just literally snip to release. And you could even pull it apart.
Okay.
But again, I mean, I say this all the time, but I'm cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't waste card. So to get these other layers, I'm not going to use a full 5x5 square. So I've used a 5 by 4 1/4.
Okay.
And I've done that because I can get 4 of these out of one A4 sheet of card.
Yeah, I guess you can.
And I'm using, this is 2 of the colours. This is the flamingo, I think, and the old pink.
Yes, flamingo. Details on your screen. You've got violet, aubergine, fuchsia, flamingo, and old pink. Some people call me old pink.
Old pink? Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So all I'm going to do is just roughly place those on, yeah? So I get that. I mean, that.
Oh, I like that.
Stick that on the top of your duck. You know, stick that on, put a flower on, you know,
do you know what it reminds me of?
So easily.
It reminds me of something that goes dum 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 dum.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Maybe use blue behind
like that river that goes through the East End.
Yes, that's the one.
So just be careful when you're cutting, because it's an organic, as you said, I'm going to steal that word, curl. That fits.
Yeah.
That doesn't, because it's not a yin and yang off a computer. But if you did that, look how fab that looks. Of having the lower and the higher.
Yeah, a little bit different, isn't it?
So it's more flexible.
So you can do that then, John? You can turn it the other way around if you want to.
Do you know what? My attitude's always been, as long as you hand make it, do what the heck you like.
Excellent,
love that. That's our angel policy on John Next Stories.
Brilliant.
As long as you hand do it, make what the heck you want to.
So if you want to go any way up, for example, you can do.
You can, yeah, any way up you want. It's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to put that one and cut that. And again, so easy to cut. So I'm just going to run that through. And then, and you can see I'm wasting far less card, but the finished card will look as if you've used. People who get it will go, oh, you've wasted a lot of card on that for me. No, I haven't. I could get this card out 4 times out of A4 card. We
do have some blue tones on the show as well in the card stock, which is also... Oh, no, they've sold out. So, do you know what, Janice? Just don't say anything.
But you can see there then, with the edges, I can use that, like that, to give me almost like a hem or a binding, or I can put it behind to give me just colours. Oh. So I can go behind like that to give me just coloured dots, or I can do a hem or a piece of binding with it And this is, it took so long to get, I know people will think I'm crazy saying this, it took so long to get that curve right. It
I know
really
what you mean, though.
did.
No, I know what you mean.
Because you think, oh, and I'm altering all
yes.
sorts, because I wouldn't let it, there's like snap to grid.
Yeah.
Which you can draw something and you can click a button and it snaps it straight.
That's it.
I didn't want that because then it's a computer done. I wanted mine. So I can really alter and play with that. I can play with depth and, you know, all sorts of things. But I'm going to do, see, just with the same colours and the same pieces of card.
But it looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, like 4 dies in there, but you haven't. You're just moving the card, Yeah,
literally. So all I'm going to do now is I'm only going to use 3 on it. I'm going to do exactly the same. But this time I'm using the old pink.
Okay.
And again, I'm just going to roughly place my card on.
I tell you what, John, that little bit that you've used there down the bottom, you could use that for like rolling hills as well.
You could, and you can carry it on.
Yeah.
So you can carry that on. But again, that's really nice. I could just put a flower and a sentiment on that.
That's brilliant.
And it's really nice. So I'm going to take either of these two, as I said, have got different curves.
Right.
So if you see, one has the cutout on the top, one has it on the bottom. So again, you could use these together to give you a strip with double dots.
Got you.
So that's why they're there. And this, I'm just going to take this randomly. Let's take out that purple.
And I guess you can use them down the side of the cards, not just in the middle.
Yeah, down the edge, all sorts of things.
Top.
So again, just in the middle. And we're just going to cut that through. This is simply a case of put die in middle, cut.
Love it.
Put die in middle, cut.
Love it. That were at Leicester.
Never die cut again. Never die cut in your life. You can do something with these. Cut your strips of card to 5 inches, and that's all you have to do. So this time again, you'll see it's cut through all of those dots. And again, because it doesn't finish off at the end, you could even fold.
Oh, I like that, John.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like the sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
you could do it on the top of a card and fold it like that, but I'm just going to literally break it. That's what I love about the linen card, it's such good quality.
Yeah.
But again, so there, can you see, there's a different look again.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, put some stamp. I always think, whenever I look at these dots, I think of one of the girls from Dolly Dimples. Would go really nice in there, or her mushrooms or something.
It's almost like an optical illusion, because it's like the whole centre is the die, but it's actually the pink card that's building the pattern on the white.
It really, and you'd think it was one. So again, I know I'm playing, but you've got so many different options.
That. Yeah, that's nice. Aren't these fantastic?
Of combinations. We could just pop that in there.
Yeah. Changes it again?
Yeah, all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put these together. So I'm going to add a little bit of spray glue onto the back of here. And this one I'm going to put on so that it doesn't have any braiding. It just gives me the colours and the dots.
I wonder if you use some like Nouveau drops or something on those little round...
You could and drop it in, because they're actually made for you. It will automatically spread to that space and always stay in that circle.
Or some like little gems that are the right size. That would look amazing.
Really would. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that one onto there.
Okay.
So little trick for you. If you've got not the foam tape that's made of foam, but like the plasticky one.
Okay.
Take the protective off both sides, and it will turn a corner and not crinkle up.
Very good.
So now I can meet that to there. Okay. Now one layer of foam tape there, so I must put one layer there to keep the balance the same.
Got you.
Yeah. This one I'm going to use, and I'm going to put the braiding on. So this time, only using those 3 dies, I've got a completely different look to that.
Yeah, you have.
So a little bit pops over the front.
And I guess the closer you bring them together or the further apart will make them look different again.
Exactly, yeah. And we used one layer of foam tape on that one. So I'm going to use one layer of foam tape on this one.
I tell you what, you could play all day with all the different combinations and all the different colours.
That's where that card with the stitching came from. Hazel made that using the bits left on a desk and thought, what would that look like if I stitched it?
And they look very clean and very modern as well, but you can also have them traditional or vintage, depending on the style of card and the background and the flowers that you're going to add to the designs.
I didn't put enough spray glue on in my magic invisible spray glue box.
We must get that cleaned, actually, John. You've been using it quite a lot.
I've been using that imaginary invisible spray glue box for an awful long time. It probably does need a good clean.
See if we can order you another one.
Yes, we'll have to talk to the really useful box man.
Yes.
So, if you don't have the sort of tape that will turn the corner, just use little bits. But I find that is more of a faff to me.
Yeah.
But then, so we've got now, there we go. All I've done now to help me guide it is a 5x7 piece of card. Remember, we started out with a 5-inch square in white. So it's now going on to a 5x7. So a little bit more tape. Sorry, I should have had this pre-taped, but I know you bear with me. It's not the most exciting thing.
The thing is, though, John, it's nice to see how it's built up. We've got new people joining us all the time that perhaps aren't sure how to use the tape or what to do, what glue. So it's always good to see, it really is, because it's showing the crafting in its full entirety. And we are very busy this morning. Over 60% of the stock already gone of your one-day special. This is only halfway through the 3rd live hour. There's another show at 12 and another show at 4 o'clock today, so do not miss out. Make sure you get your one-day special in your baskets. Make sure you check out as well. Also have a look at the other items we've got, including the happy hour deal that's proven to be extraordinarily busy, and those are the beautiful butterflies that you're getting in here, and that lovely die to start creating the framework for your cards. And it's better than half price, but just for this hour. At the top of the hour, then the price is going to go back up. I'm just leaning over to get the packaging here just to show you. So those two coming your way. If you put them into your basket, turn them around, you can see you've got some inspiration there. Don't worry about that. That's not John's phone number, by the way, or the code to get into his hotel room. It's just the item number. There you go. So that's your happy hour deal. The clock at the top of your screen, 33 minutes and 22 seconds left to get that in your basket. What an amazing deal on that. It is an
amazing deal, that one. It's the best price we've ever done. So what I've done is I've just put a bit of foam tape on. There's my 5x7. I'm matting it because it's me onto a 5.25 by, so 5.25 by 7.25 mat with a little bit more of that beautiful flamingo.
Yeah.
And I was going to show you, but I will show you, and there are videos for the flowers, so I'm just going to, I want to show you how the flowers tie in. They weren't designed separately, these. These flowers were actually designed at the same time as I did the edges. And the reason was because I felt they matched the style. Normally I draw everything in one whole big swoop, but all 4 of these dies were designed separately as one collection.
Really? Oh.
Normally everyone knows that I say I design loads and then split them up.
Yeah.
These all 4 were designed together.
Brilliant. I like that cardstock. I like the green with the pink. It works really well.
You wouldn't, it's not what you'd imagine. And this is, again, the old pink. But can you see how different these flowers, look how easy they are to pinch,
and you've just,
because of those cut lines.
Have you put some ink on there in the middle?
Just put a little bit of pigment ink on there. Just to, and again, let me bring another one. You see, just pinched randomly. Those lines are cut in there for you. Yeah. So you don't have to be skilled on this. Little bit of ink. And we'll have another one just tucking in there. And then final one, and again, just scrunch them up, screw them up. You know, that the fibres have been broken for you to make it easy. And we'll pop him in there. But apart from the flowers, and I know I pre-cut the leaves, but we've made that from start to finish, scratch, in like 10 minutes. Isn't that lovely? And you know what? You can do so much playing with those particular dies to bring up a different design each and every time. Some samples here to show you, because these are absolutely gorgeous. And I think these will work for all kinds of different cards, your masculine cards, your feminine cards, your them cards, because, you know, different people like different designs, and you can add flowers to these with the flowers that you've got included in your collection, or you could make them very simplistic, or you can make them very detailed. Look at that, the colours of the rainbow. That is absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Very busy now for the collection. Over 2/3 of the stock has gone, so it's a good idea to get it in your basket so you can check out. Go and have a look at the cardstock we've got as well. All of these colours, don't they work beautifully together? And then you're just building up that die and seeing how all the different coloured cardstock start to develop that wonderful design. It doesn't always have to be obvious that you've used the die on your cards. Look at this. Can you see where that's been used? And that's been cut out.
and then layered up. It's very, very clever, isn't it? Very clever. And I think this is something that when you get home, you'll start to enjoy, because you'll be able to manipulate and start to create your own designs. But it's not just about the edging. No, you've got the bottles in there and the wine glasses as well. So for all of your cards for your birthdays, your celebrating anniversaries, then you've got something to put in there, which is great, because you can start mixing and matching as well, John.
To just explain on this one, can you see the little sentiments with the happy anniversary and happy Valentine's Day? They are actually a John Next Door stamp set from about 4 years ago.
Wow.
Because I make sure that everything still fits.
And works.
And works. So if you did get my small sentiments I did about 3-4 years ago, they will fit on the label, all of them, because I try and make sure everything now works with everything you've bought before. So if you did get those, I can't remember the name of them, drag them out, they will fit.
Oh, brilliant.
And don't look at that sentiment, because it's not going to be out until May.
Oh, difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. But I didn't say that. You didn't see that.
You didn't see that.
No, you didn't see that. I'm not holding it there so you can get another shot of it at all.
Would you believe that's the same flower? That's the anemone.
Is it?
But made into looking almost like a pointed rose.
Wow, which is the same flower that's on there.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Love that. Right, along with your one-day special, you're also getting a download as well. And it's free and exclusive to you here. And it consists, I've put the papers here, of some fabulous papers of some bottles.
Mine?
I've got yours, thank you. There you go. Now, these have been coloured in by Mrs. Duck, and they're
by Art Angel.
Oh, sorry, by Art Angel, not Mrs. Duck. Mrs. Duck's the dice. Sounds so wrong, that, doesn't it? But Art Angel has coloured these in, and just fantastic as well. I think just having that on your wall would look great.
Do you know it would? Putting in one of those box frames, you know, the one from the Swedish shop we don't talk about.
That's right, yes.
It would look amazing, it would look, but it is artwork. It has been hand-drawn by Art Angel.
Yeah, I love those.
And with I think she's used pastels and paints. I mean, she's a great mixed media artist.
They look amazing. You can even see the indentation of the bottle on the inside, giving you that illusion, that feeling that you can see right through the bottle.
Do you know the scariest thing is?
Go on.
I sent those files to her to colour, and I got them back 2 hours later.
No.
Done. That's what terrified me. I thought that would take me all day. She sent me the file back 2 hours later with all 16 of those bottles
And
coloured.
do you know what? I love the colours that are used as well. It's like all the colours of the rainbow.
Yeah, well, she said the bottom one is Parma Violet Gin.
Do drink responsibly. So that's your download when you're going for the one-day special, 2 pence at £23.98. Right, come on, let's go. We've got some more for you. I'm walking and I'm talking. We've got some sentiments for you. You're a star. Lots of love, best wishes on your belated sorry and with. So you can combine those to start making your sentiments. You've got wishes, birthday, congratulations, friend. On your Easter, you've got fathers, you've got engagement, anniversary, Mother's Day, wedding, happy, could be happy wedding day. It could be a special anniversary, for example, on your Easter. Or you could have Father's Easter. I don't know, you can do that. Happy Father's Easter, how about that? Now, here's a lovely example of using those in conjunction with the one-day special. So it works brilliantly. Look at that. Just love the little detail that's left on the inside of the card. It's a very, 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 very clever card. Absolutely fantastic. If you want to get hold of these two, £21.97, 042 523 is your item number, saving £3 on that deal. Right, we do have more for you, and these were very busy last night, and 60% of the stock has gone. It is your Christmas collection, but you know what, it's just a funky star, isn't it?
Well, the reason is that I know hundreds of people have got this already and I wanted to feature it, but there's lots of cards where you see sort of like card Stamens in the middle of them on the samples.
Yes.
They're all made with these funky snow stars.
Oh, brilliant. I'm going to get them out to show.
That's the whole idea of the John Next Door range. Don't leave them sat in the drawer. These are Christmas collection. If you add them to the anemone flowers, you get a beautiful poppy. You get that black centre for the poppy.
Yeah, what a great idea.
So there's so much you can do to show that. So again, I wanted people to see that, you know, if you missed out on them, here they are.
Yes.
Although you've got the last of them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But lots of people at home have already got them. So it shows that how you tie everything together. So don't leave them out. Pull them and you'll actually find there. And you can see on this one, they make the perfect centre and make perfect centres for the anemone flowers.
Yeah, look
and because
at
you get
these.
10 of them, they're all different size, so you can make all different size flowers.
Absolutely beautiful. $7.99, and once they've gone, they have gone. So that is a fantastic deal for you. Now, remember, we were talking about Stamens at the top of the shop. Here they are. What a lovely array you've got. You've got 10 colours, and you've got 120 stamens in total. £14.99. 190257 is your item number. You can mix these up. You can have some of the yellow with the aqua. You could have some of the purple with the red if you wanted to. Some of the orange with the lemon colour. So mix them up if you wish, or just use them singularly. But they do look absolutely amazing and make those flowers so realistic. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Happy Mother's Day. 27th of March. Mother's Day. It'll be here before you know it. 190257 is your item number to go for those. And that is a wonderful, wonderful deal. Now, we've also got more for you. Look at this. Non-shed glitter. Non-shed glitter. Now, our Katie, producer, wants to have this as wallpaper in her room. Do you know what, Katie? If you buy a couple of these and just stick them on the wall, it'd be fine. It'll be fine. You might have a feature wall or something like that. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're 12 by 12. They are your ombre glitter cards. You've got 6 designs. You've got 4 of each, and you've got 24 sheets in total. Let me get to another colour for you. There you go.
And
that's beautiful.
The normal price on this before when Om shows me has been $14.99.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is a special price as well. You're actually doing it at $9.99. It's like, I think, £5 off or something.
Aren't they gorgeous? 190 GSM. They're only $9.99. If you want to multi-buy, go for it. 030633 is the item number, and you can see all the colours on the front there that you are getting. Right. Oh, can I just show this sample here? Oh la la.
Yeah, I thought you might like that one.
Oh, look at that. That is fancy, isn't it?
And the other way up, it's a bit like the back of a corset.
Oh,
tied
that's
at the top.
Well, you see, I knew it was a corset, but I was having it that way. I don't wear them, so I'm not quite sure how they go. But I'd be reliably told that's how they go.
We'll ask Abs, see what you might.
Is that how you wear the corset? Well, not you. I mean, you might. I don't know. Let's move on. Right, John.
Right, so I said I'd do something with the wine bottle. So I want to show you how we can just cut it from card and how easy it is to shade, but also how we can use the download. But one of the things I want to do, I'm going to put it onto this card. But can you see how that's even, but it's longer? That's the die. Oops, get it the right way. That's, oh no, that way. There's the die.
Got you. So you've extended it?
You can extend it, and it's
Brilliant.
really, really easy. So I'm not going to make the card, but I'm just going to show you the technique to start with. So give your die a good flick to get the dots out.
Lovely.
Put it down randomly, just over going the edge. And this is just a strip of card, and I think I've cut this to me and my sizing. It doesn't actually matter because I'm only using a strip of it was waste. Oh, 4 inches by the length of card, so 4 by 8.5.
Okay.
So I'll get 3 of them out. So all I do, cut that as normal, clean the plates. So the reason I like a metal shim, it's quicker to do that. So just run that through as you would do normally with any die. You decided you want to play me up this morning, which I have, we've done quite a lot, so it probably is a little bit tired. So, there we go. Let's just take this off, there we go. And all you do, clean it out.
Yep.
And just, can you see this? You're clicking it
into the 2 bits.
Back into the 2 bits you've done.
It also looks a little bit like a zip as well.
It
so
could
you
look
could
like
add,
a zip.
you know, like the corset, you could make like a little
way.
jacket.
But there, it's clicked back in to those circles. So it's always so much easier to do when you're not doing it on telly.
You know, I did say I have worn a corset actually once in my life.
You've done a Rocky Horror Night, haven't you?
No.
We've all done one of those at some point.
I was an extra in a movie, and we had to wear corsets to go along with the period of
Duchess?
Yeah. However, got a bit of a dodgy rib, and I didn't want to wear it. So I said that I broke my rib, but I hadn't. I know. Because people were fainting wearing them. They were actually foot on there and pulling it like. So I said, oh, I can't wear that. So they had to just pin me all up at the back. It's quite an elegant design, though. I'm going to tell you this story while John is lining up his dies. I know I'm just chuntering on.
You see there, look. It's just left a little burr because I didn't get it exactly right, which is exactly what you might do at home. I don't think you can even get in close enough to see it, but I'm going to break that and just take a pair of scissors, chop that bit out. But there is...
Oh, I like that design.
...a continuous piece.
Lovely.
So I would literally pop that onto a piece of... This is burgundy linen, and I will bring this as soon as I can. And I would use the plain dye, and again, either match it, find the matching area. Never can find it.
Do you know what I like about it? I like the fact that you can see the burgundy through those little dots, and it looks like you've actually put all those dots on, so and they're evenly placed.
And put that and cut it, and then I can move it along and continue doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Or you can just take a pair of scissors and follow the line.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, half the time I do that because it's quicker and easier. So that's how we'd make that card blank.
Okay,
so really simple, and then of course I've added it, that using a little scrap, to again 5x7 piece of white, just to give me that, and then matted and layered it.
But look at that line and the colour underneath. It's even just that. It's like a work of Picasso or something.
Well, you see, what you can do is you could put that underneath that white. Yes. Then you could get, say, the dark green and cut it again and have a dark green band.
Oh, do you know what,
You can just keep layering it. There's so many options.
How about that non-shed glitter?
That'd look beautiful, in it.
My
it really
days,
would.
That would look amazing.
The ombre going down as you've got the curve on it.
Oh, John. Oh, John. Oh,
So I just need to get ready for the bottle. Can you cover something a minute while I just do that?
I can cover anything you like, John, and I can uncover as well, and tell you about the happy hour deal. We've only got how many units? 9. Oh, sorry, we've got 19 minutes. We've still got your happy hour, though, if you want to get hold of this. $14.99. It's better than half price. Normally $31.99 for these two dies. They're absolutely gorgeous. They really are. I've got a couple of boards, well, one board here to show you. She says, I keep putting things down and then not finding them. You've got, how many? 14 dies in total. Here they are. I've got it, everyone. I am organised. There you go. Beautiful butterflies. Look at the detail that you've got in there. You've even got the tiny ones as well. And then you've got the outside. Oh, where are you going? Oh, it's got on the floor. You've got the outside edges as well. Absolutely stunning. And then you've got that layout for the card. 868981 is your item number. It's a fantastic deal. And again, it's better than half price. £14.99. 868981 is your item number if you want to go for that. Remember, it's a happy hour deal. And if we do have any stock left at the top of the hour, the price is going back up to £31.99. Let's get back to the one-day special. Let's show you some samples. Almost 70% of the stock has gone. You've got everything in here. You've got those fabulous dies to be able to build up your edges and also use them within cards as well, so you can make some really cool designs. But you've got the bottle, you've got the glasses in there, and you've also got the opportunity to use those flowers to create some wonderful displays. Really easy as well to manipulate the flowers in the way that they've been designed, because you've got those elements that are cut in, edged into the flowers, which means you can start to manipulate them. That does look cool. For some reason, I'm thinking Y fronts, and I don't know. Yeah,
that was, Hazel did this. She just got the cut, she got them and she played. And Hazel only had a week to do this. She did the stitching card as well. But she said, I can just see so many amazing shapes. That actually looks to me as if you cut that out, you could make it up into like a trainer.
Yeah.
Or it's like a pattern for a shoe or a trainer or something.
Yeah, I get that.
Stitch the pieces together. You want to manipulate it. That's what I love about these edges.
Or like a boot or something like that. Isn't that nice? Just look at the simplicity of that card, but the detail that you've got in there using the dies and the flowers.
Yeah, it's so easy to do, and that looks so deep, but it's actually relatively flat. Because I think we made this, we may have made this last night actually.
Yeah.
But if you look, there's only one layer of foam tape in there.
Yeah, that is amazing.
But it looks as if it goes on for miles.
It's absolutely...
Yeah, I think we made this one at launch last night.
Did you? You can watch that show again. It will be available on Rewind to you for 60 days. So when you get your dies home, your one-day special, you'll be able to craft along with John. Are you ready for this one? Look at that. That's very elegant, isn't it?
That's really expensive.
Yeah.
That's the... Helen did this one, and Helen loves her simple cards. And she just said on this one, it was so easy to make just using the gold mirror satin and the glitter card.
Yeah, that is absolutely
it's literally
spectacular.
just a die, the same die cut 3 times, that's it. That's
you can,
all that's
you can
done.
see how that ombre non-shed glitter would look absolutely fantastic on any of the designs with your one day special. So it's definitely worth going to have a look at that and adding it to your basket. The flowers, of course, will work with any dies that you've got in your collection that you have already.
This is our press cut, one of the press cut Art Deco dies that we launched back in January.
Yeah.
So again, it works perfectly with that. It will work with everything that we've done. I mean, that's just so unusual. But you can see it's the edger cut and then pattern paper put behind it.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Edger cut 4 times or 4 pieces overlapped.
You know, this is the kind of one day special where you can just keep using it and 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 using it. I don't think you'd ever make the same design twice if you kept playing and rearranging.
I haven't. I've tried to. The first demo I did yesterday should have looked like another card and didn't, because I changed it as I was doing it. You'll get something different every time.
Yeah, absolutely spectacular. Really love them. Oh, now this is is this been made from the die? That the holy bit.
I think that's just a background.
Ah, that's just a background, but you've got the flowers.
Or die cut from somewhere else, but she's just added the flowers. But look how different they look in a mirror card.
Aren't they beautiful?
And I think the mirror card just looks amazing in those leaves.
Certainly does. 385713 is your item number for your one day special. Really, really busy. Please pop it into your basket and check on out if you do want it. Don't delay that decision. Check out now. Right, John, what are we looking at now?
Okay, so I said we'd use the bottle.
Okay.
So what I've got here is this is just a piece of, this is actually called Christmas green.
Okay.
But to me, this should have been called bottle green. In the Crafts 2 linen card. And again,
of course.
we will try, we've brought 2 sets to you to this show. I'm going to try to bring you 2 new collections of the linen card for every John Next Door show.
Okay.
So hopefully just, you know, 1 or 2 a month to let people build the collection of linen card, because so many people are desperate to.
Oh, that'd be
Such a beautiful card. I get more emails about what card have you used, where can I get it from, than anything else I ever do. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's beautiful colours and it's such quality. So that's how easy it is to cut the bottle. Yep. And it looks like a wine bottle. I mean, it is literally, you know, I'm not going to pretend I've reinvented the wheel again.
Do you know what I like about it, John? It does look like a wine bottle.
It is, because...
But if you wanted, it could look like a beer bottle.
It could.
You don't need 2 dies to create that look.
It's not a champagne bottle, it's a wine bottle or a beer bottle. You know, you could put your Corona label on it or anything, because we can use that word now.
Yes,
yeah, but it's not good too, sorry. But again, this was almost like clip art.
Yeah.
You know, I've not sat and redrawn it. This is almost like a clip art bottle.
Oh, I love that.
That I've converted.
Yeah.
But to 3D it, this is the easiest thing going. Finger dauber, either on your finger or in your hand. I'm using the mini ink pads from the Eyes Ink, and I'm using the walnut. And literally onto my finger dauber, and then from one side, I'm really going to sort of scrub the colour on. Yeah? So I'm going from the right-hand side and I'm really scrubbing the colour on. And the reason I've put on a white piece of card is so you can see the ink, because at this moment it doesn't look as if you're adding any.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to lightly do the left-hand side. Now, it's one of those where you'll think you've achieved nothing. So, when I show you this bottle, let's turn that over, okay, there. Can you see now it's shaded?
Oh, I like that.
But this is what it looks like before you ink it.
Got you,
if I hold them both up, hopefully you'll be able to see.
Yeah, you can. It's
One
like an old vintage.
One looks like it's a piece of card that's been cut.
Yeah.
One looks like it's a bottle.
And it actually looks curved now.
Yeah.
Now you've done that.
So easy to do. So then all I've done is, I was going to do this, but you've got the 2 dies to do you the 2 labels. And I always do this because I think labels should look lovely with a little rim around them. So again, do the same with this brown craft card label. And again, heavy on the right-hand side. But keep to the same rule.
Got you.
Each time, yeah? Lighter on the left-hand side. That's what gives you a rounded look.
Like the curvature.
One side will always be darker than the other.
Okay.
So if you curve one over, so if you make one side darker, one side lighter, it'll always make it look 3D.
Got you.
If you colour them all the same depth, it'll look flat.
Just look flat.
Yeah. I think it's a trick I learned at art college.
It's like drawing an apple, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Always one side will be in shade and one will be in light.
Oh, I'm going to give that a go in between shows.
If you look at the label now, can you see?
Yeah.
That looks as if it, because of the curve, because it's darker than lighter, doesn't that look as if that's curving and 3D?
That's an optical illusion.
It's an optical illusion, but it's made with ink and a dauber and scrubbing.
That is amazing, John. I saw it on the monitor and I thought, oh, you've curled that. And then I looked over and it was totally flat.
It's completely flat. Pop that onto our label and look, I'm just going to leave it slightly to the right. Okay?
I can't get over...
That adds to the 3D. That bottle now looks 3D.
So you've not curled that on the table?
There's nothing. Let me show you.
Yeah, pick it up because this is amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Flat, curved.
Wow.
Flat, curved.
That's brilliant.
And anyone can do that. So that's our bottle.
Yeah.
If you don't even want to do that and you want to use your download, what I've done is as we know, I am cheap. I will not buy a printer that will print card.
Okay.
Because they're ridiculous price and never work very long. I print it on the cheapest photocopy paper going.
And then stick it on card.
And I spray glued it onto a piece of craft card.
Brilliant, why not?
Because to me, that's actually ultimately cheaper than buying a big expensive printer and trying to run card through it.
So the die works on the printout?
Yeah, that's the idea. That's what the printout's for.
Genius. That's brilliant, because then you could, if you've got some, you know, old cereal packets or something like that, you could actually cut them out of that and stick the card on there.
Yeah. Don't bother trying to get your 300 GSM, your 250 GSM card through your printer. I never do that.
Love that.
I print it on cheap, and you know me, I'm talking, you know, 99p's a penny if I could get it. Copy paper, but straight onto card, but then...
Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. That really looks good.
But it looks like you've coloured it. Now, I've missed it a little bit, so there's nothing to stop me. So easy. You've gone off a bit. Don't do it again. Just grip it.
There you go.
Pair of scissors. So we've got bottle or a bottle, and you've got this for as long as you want it, but so easy. Have I got time very quickly to show the glasses?
Of course you have. We've got 5 minutes, John.
Excellent.
The floor is yours.
A little bit of silver mirror card, and you've got the bottle, and you've got this little section. Yeah, which is the middle of the bottle. So take a long piece of tape, pick it up, put it in the middle, cut it. I could do the same with a champagne glass. I'm not going to for time.
Okay.
So we run that through. Really simple. And you like a nice burgundy, I reckon.
I do like a burgundy, actually.
Yeah, I can see you liking a nice burgundy.
You're not wrong
so
there.
I want to make this look as if the bottle had burgundy in it, and it had a lovely deep colour wine. So wine-coloured linen card.
Lovely.
This time, just use...
The centre?
No.
No.
Because what we've done is we've created a glass with a hole.
Yeah.
So this time, literally, just use... I'm going to trust my magnetic plate because it's only one die to do that.
Okay.
Because always, the drink is inside the glass, not on top of it, is it?
Yeah,
so
true.
you could do it that way, but to me, it's far easier to just do this, snip that off. You don't have to, but why make it hard for yourself?
Okay.
And try and lay them together. A little bit of glue glaze or spray glue. Glue glaze is back next week.
Is it?
Hopefully. Because I know everyone. But there...
Got you, it's in the glass.
It's a glass of burgundy, and it's in the glass.
Well, it's nice and full. Do drink responsibly,
everybody. And if you
everybody.
want to, add glossy accents over the top and have glossy wine.
Oh.
But it's in, and it creates a reservoir for you.
Isn't that great?
So very quickly, because I know I'm going to run out of time, we'll just fake this one. So I'm going to go a long ways this time. I've already got a bottle done with a bit of foam tape on to make it easier for me. So we've got that. I'm going to put a glass next to it. Again, a little bit of foam tape. Doesn't matter if that bit... See why I chopped that off? I don't want to have to line it up with that.
Got you.
There.
And it looks real because, like you say, you're not going to have... Why would you have the wine going down the glass?
And then what I've cut here is... Do you remember I said this leaf has like berries on it, which looks silly.
Yep.
Yeah, so get it close, you can see. That has a berry, doesn't it? But that looks silly. Why has it got a green berry?
Why has it got a green berry,
well,
John?
All you do, take, again, that dauber with the brown on, flick round the edge, and it will, first of all, 3D. I need to put a little bit more on, probably. But it will make that... Here we go. Get it right, John. Don't rush too much. So.
You've got 2.5 minutes, John. Take your time.
Cool.
You could go in slow motion if you want.
No. But you see there now, that little bit of brown just makes it look better. So, I'm going to use my glue glaze. It will be back, I promise, because it's so much easier than anything else I've used for this. So, let's put those grapes there as if it's on the label, or we've got some next to it, or it's a cheese board. Then, you cut out the grapes die.
Okay.
Yeah, really tiny, just to make Chris's life really difficult.
It's a lovely little bunch of grapes there, John.
It is, but can you see you've got one that sticks out that I just put the glue on first, just there. Yeah. You tie that up with that grape there, and it fits exactly over the top, so you've got the leaves behind the grapes.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I would spend more time doing more on that. I've done Australian, so we fold it that way and put it like that.
Oh, John, that is brilliant. Look at that.
You can see there, and of course we've got spare leaves, so you can add more leaves around and play around, but, you know, really play with.
Yeah.
And this to me is the perfect men's card, and we all struggle, and I'd never buy a die just to do a man's card, but this will do everyone's and make beautiful men's ones.
I think that's absolutely fantastic. I really, really like that. Wow. And of course that red just works so well going up the card. Right, your one day special will be back with a live show at 12 o'clock today. You can still buy in between the hours. We do recommend you do start checking out your baskets, and if you do want it, of course it's entirely up to you. You can wait till 12 o'clock, but I don't know whether the stock will be there, because stock-wise, is it 70% of the stock has gone. Just a quick reminder of your happy hour deal. The price is going back up at the top of the hour. You've got less than 4 minutes to get hold of those wonderful dies, those butterfly dies and your card frame die. Let's turn those around so you can see those gorgeous designs that you can make out of those. It's a better than half price sale, £14.99. Here they are. One of the tiny little butterflies has just flown onto the floor. I'll pick it up in a moment's time. You do get an extra little one, but it is a kaleidoscope of butterflies, absolutely gorgeous. 868981 is your item number, 14 dies included in that. We have lots in allocation, which means you're starting to check out your basket, which is great news. But do come back at 12 o'clock if you want to continue with the great demonstrations. John, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Don't go anywhere, because we've got more shows coming up here on the Craft Store. We'll see you guys after the break.